Hello and welcome. Let's continue the discussion on the previous year question prelims, and we are on to the chapter of national income. The question which we are discussing today, it is actually a straightforward question. The question is about the global competitiveness report. Look, reports, indices, they have been a regular favorite topic of UPSC. Whether it is Human Development Index or Multidimensional Poverty Index or Global Gender Gap Index or even this Global Competitiveness Report. These are the topics which are a favorite area, and whatever reports are actually given by World Bank, World Economic Forum, IMF, these reports, they actually become very important topic for the prelims exam. In mains exam, their utility is you will be just quoting India's rank in a specific report, and that's it. Just to show India's progress or lack of it, we can use a particular report and that will be use of it. But if it is prelims, we need to know which report is published by whom and the report is talking about which parameters. So here we are talking about a report which is Global Competitiveness Report. If I talk about analysis of this question, the question was an easy one because Global Competitiveness Report, Global Competitiveness Index, because as we have Human Development Report, you would be aware about Human Development Report. Human Development Report, which is being given by UNDP, Human Development Report, it ranks countries based on Human Development Index. And there we have three dimensions, we have health, we have education, we have standard of living, right? We have three dimensions, and those three dimensions, they have few indicators. So that is how the index is functioning. And Human Development Report is giving Human Development Index. Similarly, the Global Competitiveness Report, it actually ranks countries based on the index, which is Global Competitiveness Index. Alright, analysis is, the question is easy because it was regularly in news. Regularly these type of things would be coming in the news. Difficult part is you cannot deduce the answer. You cannot analyze and get the answer. Either you know it or you don't know it. If you don't know it, do not go for a taking a risk that it is competitiveness. So this UN conference on trade and development may come into picture because it is about competitiveness. World Bank may come into picture. IMF may come into picture. Do not guess. Don't guess. Control your ego. Control your emotions. Leave the question if you don't know it. But for the time being, I am analyzing it, so I won't be leaving it. Let's now continue. So it says Global Competitiveness Report. Now, Global Competitiveness Report, it is actually published by World Economic Forum. It's published by World Economic Forum. All right. Now let me tell you about what is a Global Competitiveness Index. Look, I have made notes over here. These notes would be given to you. If I talk about Global Competitiveness Index, as I told you, in Human Development Index we have few dimensions. Here also we have 4 frameworks. So which are the 4 frameworks for Global Competitiveness Index? Because what we are doing here is we are comparing the country's competitiveness. We are comparing whether how much productivity a country is having. We are ranking them on those productivity. Because if the productivity is high, then only the economic growth would be high. So here, what we are doing is the competitiveness. For measuring the competitiveness, we have 4 different frameworks. Those different frameworks are, we have 4 frameworks for it. Those 4 frameworks are: enabling environment. Is the environment good enough for capitalists, not only capitalists, is the environment good enough for businesses to flourish, for entrepreneurs to flourish? How is the enabling environment? Whether do we have a policy certainty or not? What is the status of human capital? Is the human capital skilled? Is the human capital healthy? Is the human capital educated? Then markets. Markets, like what's the status of labor market? Is the labor market skilled? Do we have restrictive labor laws or do we have liberal labor laws? And then last is innovation ecosystem. Is the country focusing on innovation? Is the country focusing on bringing new technologies to sort out the problems of the public? All right. And for these 4 frameworks, what we have is, we have 12 pillars. I haven't mentioned all the pillars because question is not going to be asked. What are the 12 pillars? At the next, I can talk about 4 frameworks. You can just get a hint by the 12 pillars what I am going to discuss here. Here, 12 pillars are institutions. How are the institutions in the country? The executive, the polity, how are the institutions? What's the status of infrastructure? Road, railways, ports, digital infrastructure, what's its condition? It talks about labor market, flexible or stubborn. Health, what's the status of health? What is IMR? What is MMR? What is life expectancy? All about that. What is the skill level? Are the people skilled or not? Are the workers skilled or not? Then what is the level of ICT adoption? Because nowadays everything is working on information and communication technology. So are the labor, is the youth, is it adopting the communication technology or not? What is the status of macroeconomic stability? What is the status of inflation, non-performing assets, current account deficit, fiscal deficit, macroeconomic stability, and then innovation in the economy? And all these 12 pillars, I haven't mentioned all 12 pillars, all these 12 pillars, what we have done is, for these 12 pillars, we have further 103 indicators. What are those 103 indicators? You need not remember, just remember one thing, that for the global competitiveness index, what do we have is, we have 4 frameworks. For those frameworks, what we have is 12 pillars, what we have is 12 pillars, and for those 12 pillars, we have 103 indicators. That's it. That would be good enough for you to, learn about global competitiveness index. And with this, we completed this question, which was about the global competitiveness report, which is actually published by World Economic Forum. I hope you have understood what is global competitiveness index. We'll continue with these discussions. All right. Thank you.